Hello friends, my name is Faith. Welcome to your 20-minute power yoga flow. Today we'll focus on building strength, stamina, and energy through dynamic flowing movements. This practice will challenge your body while also helping you stay connected to your breath. Begin at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Stand tall with your feet together or hip width apart. Hands at heart center. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and just take a moment to arrive. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Set an intention for today. Maybe it's to feel strong or to be present. Hold that intention in your heart as we move. And remember to breathe deeply and to pause the video if needed. This is your practice. We'll start off our practice with a couple of rounds of Sun Salutation A to warm up. Starting in mountain pose with your hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up into volcano pose. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips with a micro bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing your hands to your shins or just above your knees, lengthening through your spine. And exhale, plant your hands and step back into high plank. Inhale, hold your plank, engaging your core. And exhale, chaturanga or low push-up. Inhale, cobra, slight bend in the elbows, lift through your chest. And exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips high and back into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide and root through your palms, pressing your chest towards the back of your mat. Hold here for a few breaths, pedaling out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Find stillness, and on your next inhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, rise to volcano, sweeping your arms overhead. And exhale, return to mountain pose. Let's repeat this flow one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead into volcano pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands and step it back into high plank and exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale, lift into upward facing dog, extending through your arms, hovering your knees above the mat, opening through your chest. And exhale, press back into downward facing dog, lifting your hips high and back. Inhale, step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe grab your elbows and sway side to side if that feels good for you. Take a deep breath in and side out. Release your elbows and inhale, root to rise into volcano pose. Exhale, chair pose. Sink your hips back and engage your core. Your feet can be together or hips width apart here. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, sink a little deeper. Bring your hands together at heart center and come into a chair twist to the right, hooking your left elbow outside of your right knee. Stay for a breath. And inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a breath here. And inhale back to center. Exhale to release into your forward fold. Let your head and your arms hang heavy. Maybe sway side to side if that feels good for you. Let everything go. Inhale, plant your palms and come into a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, move through your vinyasa, either upward dog or cobra, and meet me in downward facing dog. Pedal it out for a couple of breaths. Find some stillness. And inhale, raise your right leg high for three-legged dog. And exhale, step it through into a lunge. Melt your back heel to the mat and inhale, rise up for warrior one, extending your arms to the sky. If you feel a little wobbly in this pose, you can heel toe your front foot out to the edge of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, extend your arms out to the sides and turn your torso to the long edge of your mat while keeping your gaze towards the front of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweeping your right arm overhead and bringing your left arm behind the small of your back or on your thigh. Exhale, extended side angle, placing your right forearm on your thigh or hand on the mat and sweeping your left arm in front of you to overhead. Inhale, breathe into your side body and exhale to soften. Inhale, reverse triangle, straightening your front leg as you sweep your right arm overhead, pulling your left hip forward. Exhale, triangle pose, keep your front leg straight and tee out your arms as you hinge from your hips, letting your fingertips rest on the earth or on your shin. Pull your left hip forward and stay here for a breath. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Generously bend your front leg. And exhale, crescent lunge. Lift your back heel, coming onto your toes as you sweep your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge, hinge forward, sweeping your arms back like airplane wings. Engage your core and keep your back leg strong. Inhale, return to crescent lunge. Two more. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale into warrior three, pushing off with your back foot. Hover your leg and lean forward until you're parallel with your mat. Leave your arms where they're at, or bring your hands together at heart center, or you can even take airplane wings. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold forward, place your hands on the mat and release your back leg. Take a couple of breaths to reset here. Maybe you sway side to side if that feels good for you. Inhale, place your hands on the mat and step or float into a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, move through your flow and meet me in downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here to reset, pedaling out your legs. Find some stillness and inhale, raise your left leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through into a lunge and ground through your back heel. Inhale, rise into warrior one. Hold here for a breath and find your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, open up into warrior two, extending your arms wide. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweeping your left arm overhead. And exhale into extended side angle, placing your forearm on your thigh or your hand on the mat as your right arm sweeps in front of you to overhead. Inhale, straighten through your front leg and reverse your triangle, pulling your right hip forward, keeping your arms in a T shape. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forward for triangle pose, letting your left hand come to your shin or the mat. Inhale to bend your front knee and reverse your warrior. And exhale into crescent lunge. Lift your back heel as you sweep your right arm overhead to meet your left. Inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge, sweeping your arms back. Inhale for crescent lunge. And exhale for airplane. Inhale for crescent lunge. And exhale, airplane. Inhale, crescent. And on your next exhale, shift forward into warrior 3, hovering your back leg parallel to the mat. Keep your arms extended at heart center or in airplane wings. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release into a forward fold, letting your legs come together with a micro bend in your knees. Take a couple of breaths here, hanging heavy. Allow your face to droop, your eyebrows to soften. Inhale, place your hands on the mat. Step or float back into a high plank. And exhale, move through your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Pedal it out, noticing how your body feels. If you've built some heat, if your heart is pumping, if your blood is flowing. And when you're ready, shift your hips forward into a high plank. Inhale, shift forward slightly. And exhale, lower halfway into chaturanga, placing your knees on the mat if this is too much for your shoulders. Inhale, press back up into plank. We'll move through this 2 more times. Exhale, halfway down. And inhale to plank. Exhale, halfway down. And inhale into your plank, into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high for 3-legged dog. And exhale for fallen triangle. Bring your right leg through under your left to the left side of your mat. Shift your weight onto your right hand as you press through your grounded foot, sweeping your left arm up toward the sky. Create a long line of energy from your grounded hand through your lifted fingertips. Take a deep breath here. Release your hand to the mat and press back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath here. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg high for 3-legged dog. Exhale, fallen triangle, bringing your left leg through under your right to the right side of your mat. Shift your weight onto your left hand as you sweep your right arm up towards the sky. Take a breath here. And then gently release and return into downward facing dog. Gently lower your knees into tabletop pose. And then swing your legs around to come into a seat. And when you're ready, we'll come into boat pose. Inhale, lift your chest and balance on your sit bones, keeping your knees bent and feet lifted. You can place your palms behind you for more support if needed, or keep your arms lifted. Exhale, lower halfway down, engaging your core. And inhale, return to boat pose. We'll do this for 3 more rounds. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, boat pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, boat pose. exhale, lower. Inhale, boat pose, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and extend your legs long in front of you. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. And exhale to fold forward over your extended legs, keeping a micro bend in your knees. Let your hands rest on your shins, ankles, or feet. Breathe deeply for a few cycles of breath, feeling your hamstrings and your back release with every exhale. And when you're ready, come to lie down on your back. Inhale to draw your right knee into your chest. And exhale to gently guide it across your body to the left for a supine twist. Extending your right arm out to the side and gazing over your right shoulder. Send your breath to wherever you feel sensation. Unclench your jaw and relax your eyebrows. When you're ready, come back to center, releasing your leg long in front of you. Inhale your left knee into your chest. And exhale to gently guide it across your body to the right. Gaze over your left shoulder as you breathe and relax into this pose. When you're ready, come back to center, releasing your leg to the mat. Inhale for happy baby, bringing your knees towards your armpits. Grab the outer edges of your feet and exhale to gently rock side to side, massaging your lower back if that feels good for you. Let your breath help you release any tension in your hips. Extend to release your legs long for our final pose of the day, Shavasana. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms facing up, or left hand on your heart and right hand on your belly. Close your eyes, letting your breath flow naturally. Allow your body to rest into 100% stillness for just a moment. And when you're ready, gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one last deep inhale through your nose and fully exhale through your mouth. Roll onto one side and press yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands together at heart center and thank yourself for showing up today. Find gratitude for being able to move your body in a way that felt good today. Thank you for practicing with me today. The strength in me sees and honors the strength in you. Namaste. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more content like this.